All right. Well, with that being said about crack pipes, welcome back, gamers, to the Experience Points podcast. And on tonight's episode, we are proud to chat about the PlayStation 5 event slash reveal.
Oh
And
yeah.
today, I'm joined by Blackout
What's happening, Chiefs?
and Kevin, aka Alistair, aka the man, aka the guy, aka
Yo, yo, yo.
yo
I
yo
would just like to
yo.
say that the man is Becky Lynch.
I'm gonna add one every week, just so you know. I'm gonna keep it going, just so you know. So now we're up to yo yo yo. So I'll come up with more later. Um, yeah, the PlayStation 5 event. Me and Blackout, we did a reveal. Not a reveal. I'm sorry, but a reaction video to the whole event, and that was pretty fun. I'll link that at the end of this video. And Kevin couldn't join us because he was at work, but that's why we're doing this episode, so we can chat about it and so we can get all of our opinions about what we saw and what we expect and what we didn't get and what we wanted and what we thought about that interesting console design.
There's
but
already memes about it.
But yeah, I bet there is. Kevin, since you didn't get a chance to chat with us about it beforehand, what are your overall thoughts of it? Just real quick before we dive into it. Were you
I was pretty
happy?
happy.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I was pretty happy. It was more than what I expected and what I expected at the same time.
Good, good. Good, good. Jones,
I expected more.
you always expect more
I have high expectations.
with your
It
greedy
was
ass.
good though. It was good. No, I'm not greedy.
No,
Except when it comes to
no,
Final Fantasy
no,
VII Remake,
no.
because I
Hee-haw,
want the whole
hee-haw,
freaking game.
hee-haw.
Day one launch title on the
What's-
PlayStation 5.
What's
I-
that called, Eric? You're a greedy locks.
I am a greedy lock for Final Fantasy 11.
All right, Jones, real quick, before we move on, you've got to do it for the audience this one time.
Which thing?
You have to do the stubborn donkey. Okay, hold on. I'm going to say something to get you jumped off, and then you can just dive right into it. Okay? The
Okay.
PlayStation 5 is the best looking console I've ever seen.
No! 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 No!
And we all love Family Guy.
Propane.
To my thoughts about it, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good uh, reveal and event. You know, it was paced very well. The games that they showed on there was some hit and miss, obviously, just like there is in any show like this. But to me, honestly, it felt like E3 again. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a whole hour, some change of just straight game reveals and new console, and I don't think that they need to bring back E3 if they could just do stuff like this. Save a lot of people a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It's the exact same damn thing. But anyway,
I call it more like E2.5.
E2.5.
And you also got to go along the fact that, yes, Sony was able to do that, but how will all of the companies do it? Like, we know Nintendo can do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Well, I mean, they
Microsoft
do.
is already boring to begin with, so they can't do any worse. So, I mean, but what about other places like, Activision?
The presentations on E3 are all done separately, anyways. Like they don't do them. Like you don't have Sony, Nintendo, and Xbox going like, hey, we're all going to do a presentation at the exact same time. You need to choose which one you're going to do.
Right.
That'd be fun.
I mean, they do it all. They have like their own separate days. I think the big draw for E3 is the demos.
Yeah, exactly. I was listening to a podcast about a month or so ago, and they said it would be awesome if they had those demos out on the systems as either time demos or from this date to this date you can play these demos. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think
You know
that
they
would be
actually
awesome.
did that with Resident Evil 7's when they first revealed Resident Evil 7, the demo was literally out like that same day, I think, or maybe I'm just making something up. I remember playing the Resident Evil 7 demo right after seeing the game though, so I think it was.
Nice. Cool beans. Well, there has apparently been a list of 61 games, and there definitely wasn't 61 games in the PlayStation 5 event, but apparently they have dropped a lot more. So you guys have the list up?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
And I see we have the dates here, which is nice, because before a lot of them weren't even coming out um, this year. So there was like 2 or 3 that were only coming out this year that they showed. So Kevin, why don't you go ahead and start us off with the first one, bro?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
that a-
This holiday season.
Yeah, that's what I'm extremely excited about, especially on PlayStation 5. Oh my god! It's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
I
gorgeous.
fear it's gonna be like what a lot of third-party licenses usually do when they bring out a game like that. It's gonna be one of those games that are more made for PlayStation 4 and might have slight upgrades to the PlayStation 5 version. I could be wrong, but that's what I usually feel the third parties are gonna do if they don't say it's designed exclusively for like PlayStation 5.
Okay, that's
Well,
actually.
we haven't seen like any confirmed announcements for it that have we other than just a teaser trailer, right?
Right.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
hmm Well,
Yeah.
as far as you know, what Eric was just talking about, I heard that PlayStation 5 games are not going to play on PlayStation 4, but they said that freaking NBA 2K21 is supposed to come out fall. You know what I'm saying? And that's before the PlayStation 5. So,
And I've already explained that one because NBA 2K21 is definitely coming out on everything. The
Like
freaking
always.
2K is too thirsty. Yes, I mean 2K Sports is too thirsty, so it's going to be out on everything. It's going to come out like first on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One because they're already out. It'll probably be out in like the beginning of October or something like that. That's why they say fall. But then it will also probably be a launch title or like within the first week of the new generation consoles coming out.
I'd have to say throughout the whole thing of when they were showing the games off, I was like, "That's cool, that's cool." And then they showed the basketball game, and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I wasn't even interested at all.
Yeah, I was like, "Whatever, it's basketball."
And they didn't even
Yeah.
I'm
really
sorry.
show anything. They showed a dude do a dunk. Ooh,
I,
do a dunk. No, beans. It didn't even look
I
special.
think they were trying to show off the impressive graphics with the sweat, even though it looked like he was bleeding from my end. I was like, why the hell is he bleeding on the court? Like, damn, he playing hard as hell.
Maybe probably someone showed him sexy jutsu.
That is Eric's thing. Next is Astro's Playroom. I'm a huge fan of Astrobot for PlayStation VR. It's one of my favorite games for the VR.
Now, this looked like it was gonna be a straight platformer.
This is a straight platformer. It's not VR. It is a straight platformer. It's basically a mix of the Playroom demo for the PlayStation VR and Astrobot. They just mixed those things together and they just made it into a platformer, which I am excited to play because, like I said, it's a good game.
Yeah.
Does anybody play? Has anybody played Battlefield, or does anybody play Battlefield?
I know what Battlefield is, but I don't
know
really
of
play
it. Yeah, same here.
Okay. Eric's favorite game is up next. Jones, hit it.
Oh, my favorite game, Bugs Snacks. I'm sorry, Bug Snacks. Bug Snacks. I mean, if you read it, it's like Bug Snacks. Hey, you can read it either way, but it's Bug Snacks. Even though I can't remember what I thought it was called when I first heard it. It was like, it's like, what? I don't remember. Anyway, it's an interesting looking game, I guess, but not really my cup of tea.
Yeah, well, it comes out 2020. For the little chirins you got out there. Chivalry 2? Did they?
No, you gotta say it right. Chivalry.
Chivalry 2. I don't think they showed that on the
They did not.
reveal
I
event.
don't think so either.
I don't even know what Chivalry 1 is.
Chorus. I'm not sure what that is.
Singing glorious.
Now this it says Control is coming out for the PlayStation 5, but is that
Something-
a remake.
Something that Eric needs a little bit more of sometimes.
Yeah, I got plenty of control.
You're so stupid. Is that like an upgrade of the PS4 game Control? Because if
That's
that's
my
the,
only assumption because they can't have two different games called Control. That would just be booty.
that damn game was gorgeous as hell on the PS4, I really don't see how they could possibly upgrade it. But
I don't think I played that game.
that game is amazing, bro. It's so good. Wish I had it on physical copy so I could send it to you. But let's see. Next, a game called Signy. Never heard of it. Deathloop. This game looked very interesting.
Deathloop.
I'm not as
Yeah.
like I told Jones during the reveal event. I'm not the biggest first person shooter fan, but they have to have an interesting story and interesting gameplay to hold me. And this one actually looked like it might be pretty interesting.
Kind of like Sands of Time meets space.
Mm-hmm. Good old Prince of Persia. One of the greatest
Kevin,
games
you
of
can add
all
this next.
time.
Was that?
So
Oh,
you can add
Demon's
this next one.
Demon
Yeah.
Souls. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, to seeing what they do with this. If it's going to be like a full-on remake, or if it's just be like a graphical upgrade, and if they're going to add like bonus features. Because I mean, I played the game on the PS3, I platinumed it, I beat it to the ground basically, and I never played the Dark Souls series after that. But Demon Souls
surprised.
was tough. It was a really tough game, and it was satisfying to actually beat a game that rough, and you know. But if it doesn't have additional stuff added to it, then I just don't see the point. Just to have a prettier image
So we
when
were
there's
talking about
other
this,
games.
So we were talking about this. So Dark Souls is like the spiritual successor, but not a direct sequel to Demon Souls, right?
Right. It's a
Oh.
spiritual successor. Dark Souls, and the reason why I never played that series is just I never got around to it. I started Dark Souls 1 on the PS3 when I got it for free, and the it was just kind of clunky, it felt. And then it got released on the PS4, and I'm like, well, I'd rather play it. Oh, actually, no. I got it on the Switch, so I wouldn't have to worry about trophies for that game.
Ah,
The
That's
temptation was gone, so I just, just to enjoy it, but I just never actually
Yeah.
got around to playing it. Because if I did, then I'd be playing part 2 and part 3 as well.
I wish
they're
Pokemon had
connected.
trophies.
funny.
I could
know.
have had them in that game so easy.
Okay, trophies. Okay, let's see. Destiny 2. I
Pass.
didn't play any Destiny.
Destiny's trash.
Destiny, I played the beta for the first one.
I did
And the only thing I can really say about Destiny is it's basically a more serious looking Borderlands.
too. That's about the way to describe it.
That's
Because
Doesn't mean it's
it-
better though.
It's just basically shoot and loot, but it's got it doesn't have the comic book style graphics, and it doesn't have the humor.
I got you. Yeah, I played. I guess there was like a free version of the game like last year sometime, and I downloaded it. The game was gorgeous, without a doubt. But again, not the biggest first-person shooter fan, and it just seemed like the same thing over and over again. So
Yeah. Especially Destiny 2, just repeating missions to level up and stuff.
I mean, and it's no disrespect to all those people out there who spend hundreds and hundreds of hours playing these games because that's what they like, and that's fine. But just not my thing.
Yeah.
But this next one,
I got it. I wanted to say it. You can do all the talking. Destruction All Stars.
Okay, why do you sound like old boy from Resident Evil 3? What's happening?
No, I sounded like.
You sound like Nemesis.
I thought I
You
sounded
sa-
like Vince McMahon.
You s-
Destruction All Stars.
You're fired. Yeah, Destruction All Stars, man. This game looks freaking awesome. I love any games. That's not true. I love a lot of games with cars, but especially those, those off the wall ones that aren't just straight racing. One of the first games that I fell in love with for the PlayStation 2 was Burnout. And I love Burnout 1 and Burnout 2, and Burnout 3 was amazing. Burnout Paradise.
Burnout was just a driving game.
Burnout Paradise. Well, it's a driving game where you crash into other cars.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a game that I can actually get behind.
Yeah, I know, right? With your non-driving ass. About a year and some change ago, me and Eric and this is before the podcast.
No. Well, no.
This was before the podcast.
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
Him and I played
Oh
a
Lord.
little game called what, Eric?
I don't remember. My brain blanks.
What is it called, Eric?
I really actually don't remember right now. You're making me forget. You put me under the pressure of it. Oh, what was that stupid game? Online.
You
It
can
was
do it.
driving.
You
It
can
was
do it.
soccer.
You can do it. You
Yeah,
can do it.
that game.
Hold on. I want to. You put me under the pressure. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Rocket
That's
League.
why I asked you.
Oh God, Rocket League.
Rocket League. There we go.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that this game, based off the trailer, kind of looks like it's kind of a spiritual
Yeah, I made a mention of
spin-off
that earlier.
type of thing of Rocket League in a way.
Right.
That's when I remember the
does
name of the
look
game.
like
I
a
did
little
actually make a mention of that when we were watching the.
You did, but
reveal.
I was drawing a blank. But anyway, me and Eric played a little game called Rocket League, and it was just me and him going back and forth. And Eric is the worst driver in history. He was literally stuck on the wall for like 7 minutes. I just sat there. I was like, I'm just gonna sit here until you figure it out.
Just to be fair, we were playing PlayStation Share, and your connection wasn't exactly the greatest thing. I'm just gonna say it.
Okay, even if I was sitting next to you on the couch, you still wouldn't have got it. You're bad
That just sounds like
driving
a
ass.
poor. That just sounds like a poor excuse.
It's a bad excuse.
Hey, there's actually a recording of that somewhere on Facebook. You can find it.
It is
if you really
recorded.
want to.
I got you covered. But this game looks awesome. I love it. I love any games that crashes and whatnot, and the fact that you can actually hop out the car and do some free running is amazing. And it looks, from what I saw from the trailer, you can like hop on the cars and set bombs and blow them up and stuff like that. So I'm definitely excited about this one. Definitely gonna check it out. Next one is gonna be Dirt 5. The Dirt games look amazing, but I don't think they really play all that well. I have played a couple of Dirt games before, but they're definitely not what I expected. I mean, I've always loved rally type games, especially from like back in the PlayStation 1 days, and when the cars are like really bouncy. It's like each car had their own freaking balloons attached to them, and they were just bouncing up in the air. It was really weird, but
Yeah, I never played the Dirt games.
yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was okay, but it's just.
But you figure my racing game, my car type games experience. Like I've played Burnout in the past, and I've tried and failed at Gran Turismo.
Mhm.
But like Mario Kart, pretty much.
Oh yeah,
Kart racing game.
Mario.
just like all of us.
If I can't throw a shell at you, then it's just not.
The same thing Eric said.
I legitimately was like, when I was watching a Gran Turismo, I was like, man, he should have threw a turtle shell.
Dying Light 2, that's going to be gorgeous on the PS5. Dying Light, I've actually played both these damn games. Dying Light was a free running first person zombie killer game, and yeah, it has some scary moments to it, but it just didn't keep my attention. And I started playing part 2. I bought it home from the store. I started playing it, and literally in the first 10 minutes, I put it back in the box and took it right back to the store. I was like, yeah, I'm not playing this game.
Terrible.
Did either of y'all play Fortnite?
Nope, I don't want to.
I've tried to play Fortnite literally a dozen times. Literally. Because I always had friends.
Why?
Because I always had friends saying, oh, you need to hop on here, you need to hop on here. So I would hop on and I would play, and I would, I would do a little something from here and there. But then it's just, like, after the first 5 minutes, it just stops being fun. It really
I heard it
does.
had some cool story elements, like destroying the server, but I mean, Final Fantasy 14 did first.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think they had like a meteor hit or something like that. It was like a whole event.
Oh yeah, they were talking something about. They were like, yeah, we destroyed. The world got destroyed. The dude from like, I guess it was like Yoshi's son said that like the world got destroyed. Like, yeah, we did that already. Somebody said that. I can't remember where I heard that.
It was Yoshi P.
Yes.
I see.
But yeah,
Interesting.
So that was interesting. And when the game was in development, and a friend of mine was telling me about it, and he was like really trying to upsell it to me,
Mhm.
and it sounded interesting, and I thought about getting it, but then I just kind of like fell out of it when it came out. It just didn't really pique my interest enough to pursue the path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Fortnite is for 13 and 14-year-olds anyway, so.
Or people who want to make money. Like that's some of these old grown people to be competing for like those tournaments and stuff too.
And that is true. That is very true. So, I mean, not disrespect that. Ghostwire Tokyo. When this first showed up, I didn't know what the hell this was. This game looks freaking amazing.
Looks awesome. It's like you're going around as like a Japanese priest, just cleansing shit. It looks cool.
Death be gone. Let's see. Godfall was not what I expected, especially from the teaser that they showed a couple of months ago. That Godfall was not what I expected.
Now, is it another? I couldn't tell if it was just another arena type Battlefield.
It looked like another Fortnite.
Or if it was gonna have like a storyline or something. I just didn't quite. I guess I didn't quite grasp what it was.
Yeah, it was just a really quick trailer. Oh, I kind of ran by really fast. It is a shooter. Gods and Monsters. I wish they would have showed this on tonight's presentation.
Well, actually, with the with the Godfall, I thought I saw melee weapons, not guns.
I thought I saw guns. No.
Yeah,
I think I stopped paying attention, to be honest, when it came to that part, because I wasn't interested in that game anyway. So, like I said,
that game that I said just didn't even look like it belonged on PlayStation 5.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I think it had melee weapons. I thought I remember melee weapons.
It looked like it had like a fantasy-based kind of platform.
Either way, I'm not interested. Like I said, it looks like it was made. It looks like it could play on PlayStation 4 just fine because it didn't really look impressive.
Mm-hmm. The next one was, they really didn't show any gameplay. This one, Goodbye Volcano High. That's not my type of game. I mean, from what I saw, and I have no idea what the hell it is. Do you have any guesses at what it could be, Kev?
Was it Animals in High School?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seemed like it might be one of those narratives, just where it's gonna be really focusing on like the story.
Well,
it was a game really hard to tell off of the trailer.
There's a game that came out recently like that. What was that damn game called where they those two kids went to hell and they had to?
No. No. It kind of reminded me. Kind of like the way, like Going Home, or Gone Home.
Gone
I think
Home.
it's called.
Yeah, I got you.
Hell remake. I mean Gothic remake.
Gothic.
I didn't really do that on purpose. I did that completely on purpose.
They didn't show Gothic remake during the.
Sounds like a remake.
So cute, very cute. Gran Turismo 7 looked really good. Like I told Eric, I'm not the biggest Gran Turismo fan, but I do think they are just amazingly beautiful games. Definitely
needs to be VR.
Respect them for that, and it needs to be VR because that would be awesome. And that's one thing else. That's something else they didn't show tonight was the VR. They showed the camera, the HD camera, but they didn't show the VR. I was kind of hoping they would.
You always figure if there's a new Sony system coming out, there's going to be a new Gran Turismo game.
Oh, of course, most definitely.
At least one.
Mm-hmm.
I made the comment. I'm surprised they're only at 7 now because like Part 5 came out on regular PlayStation 1. I think.
You're so funny.
No, I don't think so.
At the very least, there were 4.
No.
I remember Gran Turismo 4 had like a yellow box or something like that, or a yellow title, whatever. Yeah.
Gran Turismo not on PlayStation 1. No. Moving on, GTA 5. Everybody knows about GTA 5. I was hoping
with more wildlife.
I was really hoping that they were going to show 6. I thought they were going to like show 5 and then like skip to like 6 somehow throughout that.
Dude,
trailer.
They've been milking 5 for like the last 8 years. As I made a comment on, this game has literally spanned 3 generations of Sony.
Yeah, it's funny because I just recently deleted GTA 5 off of my PS4 to make space for an update.
That game is big as hell.
It is.
And now they're like
Fantasy 7 remake big.
I think they're saying like you can get like $1 million in in-game cash every month. It was a month or week.
Every month, I think.
It was every
And
month.
a million really isn't that much in that game.
And plus, like I said, if you're giving it to everybody, then that makes like the money even less valuable because everybody's got it.
Well, I mean, you could sit there and drop real life money to get billions of dollars in the game anyway, so
That's terrible.
you can't really say the money's worth anything. It's only as valuable as it is to your
Yeah.
eye of the beholder kind of thing.
I had back in 2014. It was just before my son was born. Um, I think I actually posted it on our page somewhere. Me and my brother were playing, and him and I were just driving around, just destroying stuff like
I
always.
remember this.
It was so funny. Oh my god, it was so funny. I was dying laughing. And we got on the bridge,
I
and
remember that.
we were supposed to switch over, and I was gonna let him drive, and I was gonna, be the passenger. And somehow he switched over to his bazooka, and he blew up some cars. And then the cops
He
came,
did that on purpose.
and so somehow, no, I got killed, and then I respawned right under the bridge. Greg, my brother Greg, was still on the bridge. He was getting shot at. He was like, I'm not sure where to go. I'm like, jump off the bridge. And I meant for him to get in the car and drive off the bridge. I look up and I see his character falling off the bridge. I was like, why'd you jump off the bridge? He was like, oh my god, no. It was the funniest damn thing ever. Oh my god, I was cracking up. GTA 5, we had some good memories with that game.
I tried to play online on that game, and
You got jacked.
Get murdered quick.
Dude,
Lord.
I was doing the beginning mission where it tells you to buy clothes, and I'm in the clothes buying. I'm in the store, going through the menu to buy clothes, and someone killed me while I'm in the menu. I'm like,
Yep.
really?
It happens. That's why I can't stand playing a damn game online, because people don't respect, man. They just kill you just to get points. It pisses me
It's
off.
Grand Theft Auto, man. That's the
I
whole
know,
point of
but
the game.
still. But there is a mode that makes you invisible or invincible to everybody, I think.
You could do private servers also.
Yeah.
I prefer invisible over
you just-
invincible.
You just some of the private server options, you can't do a lot of the stuff that you can normally do in the regular servers.
Gotcha. Next on the list, Hitman 3. Me and Blackout were talking about this. I've played maybe one or two Hitman games in my life. Back when Siphon Filter was huge and Hitman was big, that's when I really enjoyed these games, like back on the PS1 and PS2. But
Hell yeah, Siphon Filter was awesome.
But the
Yeah,
PS...
I'd say the only games that I played as a Hitman would be was it Tenchi? No, Tenchu. Yeah, Tenchu.
Tenchu was
Wait,
so good.
Tenchu was rated to Hitman?
No,
No,
I'm just saying,
no.
because he's an assassin.
Type
You're
game.
going around
Okay, I
taking
got
down targets.
Love
Tenchu,
love
stealth
Tenchu.
assassin.
Just a quick sidebar. The closest game that came out that's like Tenchu, modern day Tenchu, is Sekiro. If you have not played Sekiro, you need to get
I
that
do
game.
have it. Yes,
Oh my god,
I have
that game
it.
is so good.
I
It's
cannot
amazing.
beat it.
This game is hard as hell, man. Shit.
Dark Souls
beat it
meets
yet?
Tenchu.
Hell no, I ain't beat that damn game yet. I'm like maybe, well, okay, I've been playing for like maybe 15, 20 hours, but I just got up to the part where that snake shows up. I can't get past that part.
I'm at the ogre.
Yeah, I have no idea
I
where
cannot
that is.
beat that. Can't beat the ogre. He's like the first big boss.
Oh, the one that's tied up?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it took me so long. I actually posted me beating him on our page. It took me so long to beat that damn thing.
Yeah, that game is Demon Souls hard, I would
Yeah.
say.
It
If I
is.
actually felt like playing it, I'd beat it.
What? Do it then.
Challenge
Nope,
accepted.
don't have it.
Just
Don't
do
have
it.
the game. Don't have the game.
I will
sorry.
send it to you.
I bet you
There
will.
you go. Do it.
That'll be the ultimate blackout challenge.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly. Next one
Okay.
is a biggie, which a lot of people were expecting. This I was telling Eric that this is one of the this is
One of the big
this
three.
is in the top three that people really wanted. It was Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, and God of War 2. But Horizon 2 Forbidden West, I mean, they definitely added a lot of the stuff that needed to be added. And the game was damn near perfect to begin with. Kevin, did you play it or
No, I didn't. I didn't get a chance.
you didn't? Oh, you need to play that game, bro. This is definitely one that you need to find on sale somewhere and go buy it and play it because this game was one of my surefire games of the year for 2017. If Breath of the Wild hadn't come out that year, it definitely would have been my game of the year.
Well, guess what? Breath of the Wild came out and destroyed it. So. Flame Mammoth.
And Eric, you said yourself that you need to play it, so you definitely. I think that you both should get it at the same time and play it at the same time. It could be nice. No? Okay, good talk.
We'll see. If I see it on sale, I'll probably get it, but most likely not. With all the other games I have, it might just end up on my list of
His
shame.
back catalog is probably almost as bad, if not worse than mine. I don't know which one of us actually has the worst one.
That's funny.
New segment.
Oh, well, there you go.
Catalog games.
Bad catalog games. I like it. I'm going to mark that down, and we're definitely going to make that happen.
Oh, Lord.
You hear that, Jones?
Oh, Lord.
You need to play an hour of one of your back catalog games and record it, and you can add it to the new segment. You too, Kevin. Next one, Jet the Far Shore. Okay, I remember seeing something by the Super Brothers, but I don't remember what. Oh, was this that game where that was like cartoony with that female character that looked like a cyborg or a robot that was on skates or something like that? Is that this game?
I'm not sure. I know what game you're talking about, but I'm not sure if that was it or not. It seems like it would be it, but I can't remember what that game was called.
Yeah, I can't put my finger on that one.
We'll say it is until we run into the actual game further down the list, and then say, "Oh no, that was the game." But yeah, okay, we'll say that's what it is for now.
No, that's not what it was. This was that game that Eric, you said that trailer was absolutely nothing, and you hate trailers like that. That space game.
Stupid one! Oh hell no! Pass! Get that trash out of here!
The next one, Kena, Bridge of Spirits. I am super excited about this game. This is actually in my top 3 for my favorite game reveals of the night. It reminded me
of Zelda a lot.
Oh, that was the one where the chick was like, she was like out there, and then like
no, that was
bowl or something.
That was with a kid.
Oh right, that was a kid.
Right. This was the one where the chick was running around with those little black things on the ground. I don't know if you remember that part or not. But, yeah, this game reminds me a lot of Beyond Good and Evil. Have you played that, Kevin?
I haven't.
Oh, my God. Add it to the back catalog. Beyond Good and Evil it came out on PS2. And it did so many things right. You can, you basically, the character, her name was Jade. And she had a pig for a best friend, and they basically were junkyard collectors, and they went out and they did errands for people, and these aliens come down and take over the world. She had a bow staff. You could take pictures in this world. It was great. It was one of the first games that you can actually take pictures in. You got a hovercraft in there. It was an amazing game. The battle system was fantastic.
Headband?
She did have a headband.
Okay, I very much remember this game, even though I never played it.
Yes, Beyond Good and Evil is actually one of my favorite games of all time, like in my top 50, easily. This game was fantastic.
That's a big
little
top 50.
Little Devil Inside. That's the next one on the list.
Yes. Any thoughts on that one?
That was interesting. It looked like it had a lot of humor to it. Mm-hmm. Especially when the character's like falling and you hear Kaplunk and it's just some old dude taking the crap.
I love the art style in this damn game. I love games like this. I was telling Blackout Eric that I love games that have different kind of art styles and different feels to them, and it's not like the same thing over and over and over again. That gets so boring. But this one looks like it has humor. The combat actually looked tight. At one point, I saw him use his shield to push back an enemy, and then he lifted his other arm up, his free arm, and like a latch lifted up, and he had a gun underneath, and he like shot the freaking the bad guy. It was like, damn, that looks nice. So I'm definitely excited about this one. Jones,
Yeah, that'd be part of my top 3.
Jones, are you gonna get it?
I might.
And then you could put it on your back catalog.
I'm trying to not have as many back catalogs, man.
Well, we're gonna fix that with a new segment, so get ready for that. You think I'm joking? I'm serious. Next is Madden NFL. I'm not.
We can skip past that.
I'm not the biggest sports guy.
I haven't
so
played Madden since like back on PlayStation 2.
I haven't played Madden since back on the Super.
I'll say if the year ends in a number, there's going to be a Madden game.
Of course. Next one is Microman. I don't know what that is.
Microman.
Fighting little guy.
Microman.
Microman.
Yeah, I
He's
don't.
like a man's little brother. Microman. I'm just making
Stadia
this up.
streams games directly from
It's
Google's
actually a
data
trailer
centers
for
to
it.
your
If you
device.
click on that link.
It's Mega Man's younger brother.
Actually, kind of looks like he's missing an arm. Looks like a guy got shrunk down and he's going through the world and flying on butterflies. Okay, that looks weird.
So it's Ant-Man.
It's basically Ant-Man without the damn suit or the powers. Let's see, next. There we go. Missing all these damn shooting stars on here. Get him. Next is Metal Hellslinger. I'm actually a fan of some death metal, and this game is a first-person shooter / rhythm game. And I think
Sounds
that's
like your kind of stuff right
very interesting concept because I love rhythm games, and any kind of new rhythm game that comes out, I definitely want to try to play. So if the music is as good as I heard, if they have more of that, then I'll be on board for this one. Are you guys into death metal at all?
Not. I mean, I've listened to some stuff, but not. I'm not like hardcore into it. I'm like all across the board when it comes to music. So.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Moonray, I don't know what the hell that is. NBA 2K21, we already talked about that. Int over Infinity Reborn, I don't know what that is.
Infinity!
Yeah, Observer looked pretty good. Observer looked like a cyberpunk-ish kind of game. It looked like a bootleg Cyberpunk 2077, to be honest.
Is that what that was?
That's what that looked like to me.
Observer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought I saw something on there that looked like steampunk, and I was like, oh, they're going to talk about this game.
Yeah. So, maybe we'll see. Eric's game of the show is
I'm gonna smack you.
Oddworld. He actually called it Oddworld Tragedy. He was like, "That's exactly what the game looks like." He's like, "That's what it looks like. That's what it's called." I was like, "Yeah, no, it's called Soulstorm."
No, you didn't say that. You just said, to be precise, no, it's called Soulstorm. I think their name is a lot better than yours, and I agree. Don't be trying to change up the story now.
One thing I will say, it looks like it's less of a puzzle game and more of a platformer, so that might be kind of a cool change up.
Well, the thing is, it actually returns to form because the original game on PlayStation 1, my friend Ignacio back in high school, he played it all the time, and that's exactly how the game played. It's basically it is a puzzle game, but it's a side-scrolling puzzle game.
Right. It was like Lemmings.
Right.
That's right. That's how I remember it when I played it back then.
Gotcha. But if it gets a good enough score, I might check it out. And I enjoy different types of games anyway. Outriders, that sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
That's a Square Enix one. I can't place my finger on that one.
That one was... What was that one? I remember they showed something Square Enix early on.
Yeah, that was
the one that's coming up. That's coming up soon. Pragmata, holy shit, that game looked insanely good. It's too bad it's 2 years away. That game looked amazing. And that was the one with a guy in the astronaut suit. And
Oh yeah,
yeah,
2022 baby.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I don't know what the hell it's about, but I'm excited about it. Just how good it looks. Project Athia, that's the one
This one. This is what.
that
Oh man, 2023 even. Dang. I saw that and I was like, that looks awesome.
yeah, that
I thought it
game
was
And it's
2022. Don't say
no, it
2023.
says 2023 on the list.
Wow, that's
Um,
even worse.
but that game is being made by the team that made Final Fantasy 15, from what
gotcha.
I saw, and that was that. I re-looked at I looked at the trailer again because my
Mm-hmm.
wife she was watching it at
Mm-hmm.
home while I was driving home, and she said she saw Square Enix and she said her hopes got up for like
Everybody
Final
broke down
Fantasy,
with it, Square Enix.
and then
I
it
did
wasn't
the
Final
same
Fantasy.
thing.
But they that's just a project name. It could be a Final Fantasy game.
I was gonna say, why
That is
should
very
it
true.
eventually become Final Fantasy 16? Because they did the same thing with
Mm-hmm.
Versus or whatever, which became
Yep.
Final Fantasy 15.
I don't know if it'll be. I don't know if it'll be a 16 though, because I think there's already rumors about 16. And I think 2023 might be a little bit farther off than what they probably have
That
planned.
would be a long time for a Final Fantasy
Because
16.
I kind of feel like 16 will be a single player game, and then like 17 might be the next MMO.
I think 18 will be the next MMO. Although
Oh,
17 is a nice number. It doesn't have to
it
follow.
follows,
It doesn't have to follow.
follows the math. 11 plus 3 is 14 plus 3 is 17.
Okay, the math says it took 10 tries before they did one.
Oh
So
my lord.
10, then 11, and then 3, and then 3.
Jones,
No,
Jones.
if anything, actually would make sense. If you
It's
want to follow
okay.
the math,
Shh.
3 plus
Jones.
3 is 6.
It's okay,
Plus
brother.
5 is 11.
Just stop. Just stop,
Think about
Eric.
that. So
Just
then
stop.
go back to the 11th.
We're moving on
3 plus
to
3 plus
Psy
5.
Hotel. I'm not sure
Oh.
what Psy Hotel is because they did not show it on there. Neither did they show Quantum Era. They didn't show Rainbow Six Quarantine. I'm not the big Rainbow
You
Six
skipped a
fan.
few days, bruh.
Hey,
But-
they didn't show
You
it.
totally skipped Resident
But-
Evil 7.
No, he didn't.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
he
I didn't.
did.
No, I
We
didn't.
didn't talk about Resident Evil 7.
Resident
Uh,
Evil comes after Rainbow Six. He's on Rainbow Six.
Right.
Oh, I thought you said someone else.
Alphabetical man.
I heard someone else.
Oh,
Ratchet
Lord.
and Clank is the next one.
Ratchet and
Well,
You guys are
excuse me, princesses.
You guys are killing me. All right, we're getting a little pressed for time, so I'm just gonna skip to the big ones. Ratchet and Clank, is that on you guys' big three?
Yes, it actually is.
Oh wow,
Not mine.
I'm shocked. Nice.
It's not mine actually. I mean, it looks interesting. I might play it, but I most likely won't.
Here's my thing.
Gotcha.
Every main generation needs a good platformer, and at the moment, this looks to be the best platformer that they have that's coming out on launch. If it's
Gotcha.
coming out on launch, I think it's coming out on launch.
That says to be announced.
Okay then, good check.
That is true. I'm actually excited about this. I played a couple of the older ones, just a little bit of them, because you hear about. I didn't play them when they came out. I wasn't that guy, but I tried to go back and play them later, and they still hold up. The games they look good, they play good, and they're funny as hell.
I watched people play them. I never really
Nice.
played them myself.
I see. So it was enjoyable. Next is Resident Evil 8.
Village.
Resident Evil 7 is one of my favorite Resident Evil games, I will say. Next to 4. 4 is my favorite.
I knew you were
Resident
gonna
Evil
say
game.
that.
But
People
7,
who love 4 love 7.
but 7 is my second favorite because that game was it was scary. And again, like I said earlier, I'm not the big first-person shooter fan, but that game is definitely an amazing first-person horror game. And it looks like 8 is going to follow suit and probably be even scarier than freaking 7 was. Because I had some legitimate moments when I was like, I had to pause and just stop for a minute because I was too scared to go down the hallway.
Yeah, the series, it's always been interesting to me, but I've had more fun watching friends play it. Like my friend playing Nemesis,
Mhm.
I actually scared me more, or it got me shot. I wouldn't say scared. I
You're
mean,
gonna love playing
it
Nemesis
got me more
Part
excited
2.
watching him, and
Mhm.
then and Nemesis like continuing into the next room with you, even though like the normal enemies wouldn't, and he's just hunting you down. That was more exciting than actually playing it.
Gotcha.
The only Resident Evil game I ever bought was Zero, and it was also the only game like I've pretty much ever traded in.
Wow. Wow.
That's funny. Well, Eric said earlier on the episode that he definitely needs to play. Definitely needs to play 7. So that's a great game. Next is we're gonna skip over Returnal. Oh no. Actually,
We're gonna talk about the stupid name of.
I actually liked the way that game looked. That looked like a very interesting concept of reliving, the same few moments over and over again, so you can
Cool
progress
game.
that way.
Yeah.
Stupid name. Sackboy's Big Adventure, which was my stripper name in high school. Sackboy, that's what they call me.
It's a prequel to Leisure Suit Larry.
There you go. I really enjoyed the Little Big Planet games. I played all 3. Part 3 was a bit much, but part 1 and 2 were just hella fun. And of course, I tried to create some stupid shit in that game, but it just didn't come out right. So I just played other people's games because people make amazing stuff when it comes to
Mario Maker before
creating
Mario
games.
Maker.
Yeah, 100%.
Mario Maker for PlayStation.
And the next big one is Spider-Man. Miles Morales.
Spider-Man.
I
does
literally
whatever
screamed
a spider can.
when they showed this damn game, and this is definitely in my top 3 because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time, and Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4 is the hands down the best Spider-Man game ever made.
I'll agree with you on the second thing, and I do like Spider-Man. He's not my favorite hero of all times, but that was one of my favorite games I played on PlayStation 4, hands down. Spider-Man was an amazing game.
Yeah,
I did not get a chance to play that. I think the last Spider-Man I played was the ones based off of the first trilogy movies.
I see.
That was a long time
Well,
ago.
Spider-Man 2, based on the first movie, that was
Swing mechanics.
the swing mechanic. It made that game. So, and of course, back at that time, that was a big thing. But you need to get. I mean, if you, Kevin, don't buy any other game, old school game this year, you need to buy.
Spider-Man,
not
Marvel
old school.
Spider-Man.
You need to
That
buy
game was
Spider-Man.
amazing, epic.
Yeah.
Best superhero game I played.
Now,
Yeah.
side note, Peter Porker from the
The verse, the Xenoverse, the multiverse.
yeah.
The
is-
Spider, or
Well,
Spider-Verse.
did they just steal that idea off the Simpsons movie? Come on,
No!
Spider-Pig.
Well,
No,
actually-
he is a legit character.
Yeah, they have a legit comic book for like Peter Porker.
Yeah.
But was it before the Simpsons movie?
I actually think the Simpsons had it after them. I think he's actually been around like decades. I actually remember them because I was like doing one of those histories of Spider or comics and stuff, and they said that Peter Porker was around before Spider Pig. Spider Pig.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to Google that. And the last one that I'm gonna mention here is Watch Dogs Legions, which has a release date for holiday 2020. Thank you. It's gonna be a launch title, and Watch Dogs 1 was great because it took place in Chicago. That's why it was great.
I got to the end of that. I was on the last mission, and I just could not beat it.
I love that
And
game.
I took a break
Love
from
that
it and
damn
then never
game.
went back.
Part 2.
I did get the second Watch Dogs,
Uh-huh.
and I liked that because I've been to San Francisco.
Okay.
And I was able to, I drove around and I saw, and I never really got far into that game, but I did drive around on there and just basically confirm locations and stuff. And I thought it was really cool.
That's funny. Yeah, I definitely beat Watch Dogs 2. I love the main character. I love the story. I love all the gadgets and stuff like that. But the fact that you can be literally anybody in Watch Dogs 3 is going to be an insane concept to me, and I cannot wait to see how they pull it off.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, man. You are the entire city. You can just pick anybody the hell you want to play as. Oh, I'm sorry. You could recruit anybody to play as. And if a character dies, they're dead. You got to move on to the next one. That's just fantastic.
So, Fire Emblem, we got some Fire Emblem in there.
Permadeath.
Yep.
Get your permadeath on. All right. You guys didn't give your top 3, your official top 3 list. Jones, hit me with your top 3.
3.
Why's it gotta be mine first?
Because I said you first.
You left.
That doesn't mean nothing.
Jones, go.
I'm like I'm the youngest person here. Man, I feel like I got vetoed. Anyways, my top three. Number three. I'm gonna go. Number one is Spider-Man. I love that Spider-Man. I want to play Spider-Man as soon as it comes out. That's gonna be so awesome. That is freaking day one release. Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Number two being Resident Evil 8. Don't be laughing, listen here. Resident Evil 8 because I love Resident Evil and Resident Evil loves me. And
Oh,
number
damn, we
three,
got it like that, huh?
Ratchet and Clank. Because I need a good platformer in my life.
All right, Kev.
So I got, or based on, or just from the reveal, I'd have to say my not in any particular order would be Project Athia.
Uh-huh.
Just because looking at it, look really cool. Like, you know, it's probably gonna be an RPG, but it's got platforming elements and it's pretty cool to look at. And I'm really hoping that it's gonna be really good. Kena Bridge of Spirits, just that really looked really good, interesting to me. Like I said, to me it kind of had like a RPG adventure Zelda-ish kind of play style to me, and that really appeals to me. And then the Ghostwire Tokyo looked like it was gonna be really cool. Just the whole haunted Tokyo, supernatural, you know, sealing spirits look like just like you're like a Buddhist priest or something. It just kind of looked just straight out of anime type thing. It was just really cool. I'm just looking forward to seeing what they'll do with that, because especially if you whenever they have games like that out and you use the headphones that come with Sony makes, and it's just they really get you with that sound, the surround sound,
with their 3D sound, audio sound now.
And I will say that like Demon Souls would make it into that top 3 if it had been like a sequel, or if they, like I said, if they add more to it. If it's just a straight port with just upgraded HD, you know, and I'm probably not even gonna get it just because I've already played through that game. It's hard as nails. I know it's hard as nails, and it's just I don't want to put myself through more torture for the exact same outcome.
I got you. Well, hopefully they give the Final Fantasy remake treatment and add some stuff and change some things and make it worth rebuying.
Yeah.
My top 3.
Number 1, Spider-Man.
In no particular order, Jones. Number 3 is Pragmata, because holy crap, I love Capcom, and holy crap, that game looks freaking amazing. And we were watching the trailer, and Eric was like, you know, they didn't show any gameplay. I'm like, well, what if that's the gameplay? And he was like, his mind just exploded. But I love odd games like that. I love odd little stories like that. You know, it's not the usual. It's gorgeous. It's going to be something different. So I'm curious to see what Pragmata brings, and hopefully not before 2022. I hope it comes out before that. Number 2 on the list is a little Devil Inside, because that game just looks freaking awesome. I love the little half chibi, half paper mache little art style that they have, and it's just, a game looks like it's going to be a very funny, cool little story. I hope it's not too long, and I hope it's not too short, because games like that, they usually hit that sweet spot right in the middle. And and my number 1 is of course Eric.
Spider-Man.
No. It's actually Horizon 2 Forbidden West.
I don't believe you didn't put Spider-Man in your list at all. I think you're just trying to fake me out, and I'm not going to fall for this Spider-Man.
Okay, first of all, you'll tell me what my list is. Okay. Thank you.
We'll see how this goes along. Okay. So you picked Flame Mammoth. Okay, that's
He's
cool.
So stupid. They definitely added a lot of great things to this game. They got a lot of new monsters. A lot of new robot adversaries in this game, which is one of the coolest things about the first one. They added some underwater sequences in this game, and the fact that you can actually
Go underwater?
go to the Lost Americas, as they called it in there. Is going to be very interesting to see how it all plays out. Aloy's story in the first one was a great one. I'm not gonna say any spoilers because I definitely want you guys to still play
I
that
didn't
game
even know her
sometime.
name.
Yeah, but if you guys can pick that game up, please, please, please play it. It's not that long of a game. I mean, it may be 30 hours or so that you can get through the main story, but it's definitely worth it. As a gamer,
You said the main story. That sounds like a lot
as
of
a
side quests.
gamer, you guys owe it to yourself to play this game. Okay? With that being said, we are going to end this episode, this special episode of Experience Points Podcast. There will be an episode this Saturday, as per usual. It will be episode 6. And we got some fun stuff lined up there. Stay tuned to see what that is. And as
He doesn't even know yet. Hey, I'm the blackout. I gotta do that kind of stuff. It's all right. Keep going.
Hashtag dick.
I've seen memes now that of the PS5 being on top of Cell's head from Dragon Ball
That's the
Z.
first thing I said when I saw it, didn't I, Eric?
Yes, he did.
That's the first thing I said. I said that looked like Cell's head.
They're gonna rename it to Cell Games.
And on that note, gamers keep on
Leveling up.
That's right.
Ooh, yeah.